was real brolic, sir.
Yeah, man, big boy. Excuse me. Call me Mr. Excuse me.
Jaron Ennis. He won't be fighting at 147 pounds anytime soon. Jaron Ennis will not be fighting at 147 pounds anytime soon. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I could just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Smash the like button. We have 350 people and 90 fucking 5 likes.
Check it out, man. Jaron Ennis. We still haven't heard word as to why he didn't take the Teofimo Lopez fight, but I guess at this point it don't matter. We see why, right? He don't have to say nothing. We see why. Jaron Ennis is super boots right now. He is huge. He's swole. He's big. And I have a hard time believing it. Even if he was to go back down to 147 pounds, it wouldn't be comfortable. It wouldn't be fun. And it would be very, very hard. But Jaron Ennis, after his last fight, did say he made the weight easily. I think he was just saying, I don't necessarily believe that. Right, Jaron Ennis is now closing in. He's closer to 30 now than he is to 20. So one would imagine that it would be a lot harder to make 147 pounds. I mean, 147 pounds, right? 147. Me personally, I can't even imagine me making 147 pounds. Even if I went on a strict diet, did all the training and all that, I have a hard time seeing myself making a weight so low. Actually, I have a hard time seeing me actually making 160 pounds. But whatever case, some of these fighters, they know how to cut weight, and they know how to cut weight well. Jaron Ennis was one of those guys who's always been considered a pretty big welterweight. I think the next move is definitely 154 pounds. Actually, it looked like he can go straight up to 160 and compete there with how big he's looking. Now, for years, there's been a narrative that Jaron Ennis was a weight bully, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I think a lot of that also comes from the fact that some of those guys that he fought on his come-up was former 140-pounders, and he's a bigger welterweight, and they kind of just didn't stand no chance against him, right? But this is the reason why Jaron Ennis ain't fight Teofimo Lopez. Eddie Hearn didn't dress it up good enough, right? Eddie Hearn, he be messing up sometimes. And what he really should have said is Jaron Ennis is contemplating this or the Muda 54, right? Not, he's worried about underperforming and all this other craziness. Nah, you should have kept that behind closed doors, bro. But whatever the case, that could very well be true. If you look at Jaron Ennis, he's huge. And if he was to cut all that weight, and we've been seeing him on the scales his past couple of fights, past several fights, past few fights, whatever it's been, he's been looking pretty gaunt and skinny going into the, fight week. He's been looking really skinny, but he still seems to be able to perform in these fights. He still don't be sitting down between rounds or whatever the case may be. But I think the next move, I think the big move for Super Boots would be to go to 154 pounds, the super welterweight division. And I think that's when we're going to really see the true skill set, the true talent of Jaron Ennis once he fights at 154 pounds. It's going to be some guys closer to his size. It's going to be a lot of guys bigger than Jaron Ennis. And then we're going to see him tested in a very competitive, always competitive, 154-pound junior middleweight / super welterweight division. But Teofimo Lopez and all these, nah, man. Brian Norman and all these dudes, they're not going to fight Boots. Mario Barrios got a fight with Pacquiao coming up. They wasn't going to fight Jaron Ennis. So the next move would be the 154 pounds. But look at him. He's super Boots right now. Super Boots. I wonder if he's been hitting the weights or things like that, or he's just a naturally just muscular dude, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the case, Jaron Ennis will not be fighting at 147 pounds. And if he does, it will be a very, very difficult road to take. But tell me what you guys think. Jaron Ennis reveals his new physique. I call him Super Boots. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.